Good morning class. I welcome you all to your literature class. We are continuing lesson number 6, Brown Wolf, in this video. In the previous video we have seen the beginning of this. Here we have one brown wolf, or you can say a dog, which has come from somewhere, we don't know from where, to the house of Walt and Meg. These are the two characters which are given in the story in the beginning. Then we have seen that how they managed to win the heart of managed to win the heart of the animal. What all things these two people did to win the heart. Lot of effort they had done, and finally they succeeded in it. And we have also seen that one day they met one fellow whose name is Skiff Miller, who has come to see his sister. And then what we have seen that that fellow finally saw the dog, and the conversation is there in the story. Now we are going to continue from the 20th para. I'll be beginning till 19th. We have already seen. Meg was amazed. We never saw Wolf make up to a stranger before. Is that what you call him, Wolf? The man asked. The man, when he saw the dog, he said, "Oh, this is the one whom you were calling Wolf?" Then Meg was amazed. Meg was very surprised because they have never seen the wolf. As we know that he never liked the animal, never liked any stranger to come near. But when he is behaving in a strange way, when an animal is behaving in such a way, trying to show the love, licking and doing all those smelling the hands and all these things, it was making Meg amazed. And then 22nd, it says, 22nd para, he lifted up off one of Wolf's foreleg and examined the footpaths, pressing them. Kind of soft, he remarked. He ain't been on trail for a long time. He turned to Meg and Walt and asked, "How long have you had him?" Now see what happens here. Now the fellow means the Skiff Miller, started observing the footpaths of it. Footpaths means paws of the animal, the soft part when you lift the legs of the forelegs or the hind legs, whichever leg. When you will observe, you will find it that you have a spongy sort of thing when you will press it. And here it says definitely the animal has not been for any trail. Means what does it mean? It has a big meaning here. Means in the cold places in the northern hemisphere such as Alaska and northern Canada, dogs like wolf. They are not wolves but dogs which are like wolf. They are used to pull sleds. And what are sleds? They are some sort of vehicle which is used for carrying the loads here and there. And it says definitely he has not done these things for long. And then he asked, "For how long have you had him?" Then he asked, "Since when are you having this animal with you?" But just then the dog, squirming and rubbing against the newcomer's leg, opened his mouth and barked. Walt and Meg stared at each other. The miracle had happened. Wolf had barked. They were assuming that it's a wolf, but they have finally seen that Wolf had barked. And this was the first time when Meg and Walt have seen him or heard the animal barking. And children, what happened here? The dog started squirming. Squirming means twisting the body. When the animals are showing love, they twist the body and show. They wag their tail. I have told you in the previous video. They even twist their bodies. And the animal started rubbing the body against the newcomer's leg. Who's newcomer? Skiff Miller. That new person who has entered in the story just now. The person that is Skiff Miller. That person's leg he has started rubbing his body, and he opened his mouth and barked. And this made everybody surprised. Now first time I have heard him too, Miller said. Now Meg said that I have seen him barking first time. So Miller also added one statement with it, and he said, "Yes, even I too have heard him the first time." Meg smiled. Why she smiled? She thought that probably he is a humorist. Humorist means a funny person which is cracking a joke or trying to make us laugh. Humorist is a person who often makes others laugh with jokes and amusing stories. Now here it says maybe he is funny person and that is why he's doing it. Of course, she said, since you have only seen him for 5 minutes. And she says that, oh yes, definitely, because you have seen him only for, since 5 minutes only you have seen him, so you would be saying it, yes, you are correct in it. But Skiff Miller was not ready to accept this statement. His sense was different. What was his sense? Skiff Miller looked at her sharply. And he says that I thought you would have understood what I am trying to say. In the 29th line, he said, I thought you would have understood that he is my dog. Earlier, these two were thinking that it is the dog of Meg and Walt, but now they have heard this thing that Skiff Miller is saying that it is my dog. Do you think they both would be liking this statement? Not at all. And then he says, his name's ain't Wolf, it's Brown. And he said, you see, you are calling him Wolf, isn't it? But his name is not Wolf. His name is Brown. And I have given this name, its name is Brown. How do you know he is your dog? Walt demanded. Walt wanted to ask that, how can you say it is your dog? Because he is. He says, he means, Skiff Miller says, he is my dog. And he did not speak a big sentence, just he showed them something. What? Skiff Miller turned to the dog. He turned to the dog. Brown, his voice rang. As soon as he spoke the word Brown, the voice rang sharply. When the dog heard the voice, his ears flattened down. And the dog made a swinging turn to the right. Swinging turn to just at the voice of the, you can say Skiff Miller, the dog did all these things. Turn to the right and mush on. And now he said, now mush on means now you stop. And do you think the dog must have stopped? Yes. And the dog ceased. Ceased means seizing is totally freezing without any motion. His swing abruptly stared straight ahead. He ceased his swing. What he was swinging, he was turning. He stopped that and he started staring straight ahead. Started looking straight in front. Halting obediently at the command. As soon as he heard the command of Skiff Miller, he did the same exactly whatever the command he was given by the Skiff Miller. Skiff Miller smiled proudly. He was my lead dog. And then by this he had shown them that it is not your dog, it is my dog. See how nicely he is observing all my commands, how he is listening to me, all my commands. It means this I have done to make you understand, make you realize that it is mine. Now see what deal is going to take place. But now Meg says that I'm sure you are not going to take it. And she says in a trembling voice, tremulously means shaking voice, with a shaking voice she says this. And no, he won't, Walt announced. Walt said, no, definitely he is not going to take him away. And because if you want, and why you are not going to take it? Because it was with us for so long. And if you want to sell it, we are ready to buy it. Skiff Miller shook his head and said, in 36th para, he says, Skiff Miller, now it is the decision of the Skiff Miller. Skiff Miller said, I reckon, means I think there is nobody who can stop me taking this dog because it is my dog and I am going to take him, and I ain't a selling man. I am not a seller who is going to sell it, but it is my dog and I am going to take it. But what about the dog? Now Meg has another statement to say, another idea. Now whatever they were thinking, that has not come to a success, they have not succeeded in it. Now another statement is given by Meg. Meg says that we all are thinking all these things, but what about the dog? Have you considered the dog? Have you ever thought what dog is trying to say, or what is the wish of the dog? Now Skiff Miller looked puzzled. Skiff Miller started thinking, what is she speaking? Maybe the dog has, now she continues, maybe the dog is having its choice. He is willing to do something. He is willing to stay with us or to go with you. But how we will know this? Unless we will know exactly the wish of the dog, we should leave everything on the dog. We should think of the likes and desires of the dog instead of thinking what we are thinking is correct. And it has never entered your mind that possibly he would like to stay here and not go back. Oh yes, she says, it has never entered your mind. And now she is trying to convince him that dog is willing to stay with Meg and Walt only and not willing to go. And she says that it has never entered. You have never thought of it possibly. He would like to stay here and not go back. And she says, I am quite sure. The way she speaks, it means she was very sure that dog is going to stay with these two fellows, Meg and Walt. And she says, I am quite sure if you will ask the view, if you will try to observe the view of the dog, you will get the answer that he is willing to stay with us. And this was a new way of looking at it, and Miller was clearly debating about it in his mind. Now it says that this was the new way of looking at the things. They would have never thought of the view or the point of view of the dog, but in this decision they have to depend on the view of the animal. Whatever they have, later we will see in the next class that finally when this decision was on the dog, how nicely the dog behaved. So we all know the dogs are very faithful, and see what all things are done by the dog. How he tried so many times to stop the fellow from going, and these fellow also he urged so many times. But we will see what will be the ending of it. The ending is very nice. We will see in our next class. This much is clear to you, I am quite sure. Revise it to understand more. Thank you and have a nice day.